Hello fam, and welcome back to another video. I'm Josh.
And I'm Ashley.
And today we have with us, again, the Travel Beans. If you've been watching our England or the UK series, really, we've been traveling all throughout England, and these people have been sharing with us local cultural experiences, and today we are doing another cultural experience.
I love doing these snack videos, but we don't do them often because we don't normally have the opportunity to be with locals to point things out to us. Although, yeah, a lot of snacks we've already tried here, so we went to the grocery store with Alex and Emma, and we picked out some things that they really like and enjoy, and should be really common here in England.
So would you guys say that the selection that we have is England approved? Like, is this proper British snacks?
So I think that nothing is going to protect you from the YouTube comments. This is going to be wrong no matter what it is.
Yeah.
If we did this on our own channel as Brits, people would be telling us we're doing it wrong.
Everyone has their own preferred snackage.
Sure.
But this is what we wanted to show you today, taking into account what you have already had before.
All right, and I do want to point out that Ashley did solicit the advice of small children. No. Ashley was talking to children in the candy aisle, like, little boys, what do you like?
I didn't do it like that.
Follow me back to the car.
No, it wasn't like that. There were children. It was after school, and they all were in the candy aisle for some reason. And I just asked what their favorite candies were. They did say Skittles, but we have those. So their other suggestion was these
Mawam. And these are actually, in terms of the most classic British things, these are probably the lowest.
Okay.
But they are very good.
Okay,
And
so
they did come recommend.
the rest of these are more like classic snacks to
Very
Yes.
classic, I would say. Yeah.
Like when you grew up, like your
Yeah.
age.
Especially a few of these. Mini cheddar's a monster munch. I think every Brit at home is that's gonna resonate with them.
All right.
Yeah.
Along with pepperami is gonna spark some kind of conversation. You either love it or hate it.
These are kind of lunchbox snacks as well.
Yeah,
Like after
okay.
school, you'll get maybe a pepperami if you're lucky. I never did, but it was always crisps, sandwich.
And if you saw our video about us going to the grocery store, which you can check out, we'll put a link up here above. But the grocery store video, we showed how you guys have chips, but they come in like big packages. So like
multi-packs.
these Monster Munches come in like a 12 pack. So
And the reason being is that just for us, I think is sandwiches is a very popular meal. You've probably seen meal deals around in the supermarkets, and we would always traditionally have sandwich, crisps, and maybe an extra snack. So all of these would be there.
Yeah.
And that's why we have the multi-packs for kids to have.
So just right off the bat, I have to say one of the things that stands out to me is these two. Egg bites and mini pork cocktail sausage. This is like a snack that's common.
Okay, the cocktail,
Extremely common.
the cocktail
You never
the
shake the
cocktail
sausage.
sausages look really like shriveled up and weird.
Yeah, they don't look that appetizing, but I promise you, they taste better than they look.
Okay.
And they are more like party food, I would say.
Okay.
Like, it's snacks, but also like if you go to a picnic or a party, you'll find these things there for sure.
And Alex claims that when he eats them, he never heats them up. But to me, it has to be microwaved at the very least.
So you wouldn't even consider putting these in the microwave. I would love to read your
got egg in
comments if
it.
anyone has ever done that.
The
for
Scotch
me.
eggs, so these are like mini Scotch eggs.
Yeah.
And a Scotch egg is...
So a Scotch egg is an egg then wrapped around with sausage, meat, and then breadcrumbed. This is effectively the same, but the egg is more of like a scrambled egg, so it's just a smaller bit.
Yeah.
It's like a mushed up.
They won't even eat their own.
I think I'm vegetarian. In this
That's right.
yeah.
So we have you just eat this like as an actual snack, just whenever you.
just very-
Okay.
Are they ever
Normal
served
snack.
warm?
Cheers.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, too late, I ate them.
Scotch eggs, the big ones, sometimes you get warm with the egg kind of runny in the middle if you go to like a proper like maybe restaurant or cafe or something.
Okay.
But these usually cold.
These are really easy to eat. They're delicious.
And actually,
Salty.
I have to say, in that bite size, it's really good. Like you can just pop them in your mouth, and I could full on eat that.
Compared
a
to the
lot.
Scotch egg, where you have the big,
It's
fully formed
overwhelming.
egg, and it's quite
And it's
hard
really
to have to
filling
do
as
your
well.
body.
Like a proper Scotch egg is huge.
Okay, I can easily get behind the egg bites.
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
But we might as well go with the little pork sausages now because they're pointing them out.
Yep.
I figured it was time for us to stop talking and start eating.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, can we do a cheers on this one at
Thank
least?
you.
This is
Yes,
the
we
only
can.
time I'll ask.
Americans cheers everything. Cheers. I don't know if Brits do that.
Okay. To me, it just tastes like low-grade meat substitute.
Yep, that's pretty much what it is.
Okay.
Very common on picnics, children's birthday parties. But it's not crazy to have these just as a snack.
Okay. I don't mind the idea of it, but those in particular don't taste very good to me.
It's like a breakfast sausage to me, like just
Yeah.
It's definitely
a
the
cold
low
breakfast
form
sausage.
meat.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to
sure.
eat all of that bag, but,
Yeah.
but I'm going to hate myself on it. Okay, now, what'd you call this one? The pepperami?
Pepperoni.
I'll give you the one
So,
with the guy on it.
I'm guessing it's a pepperoni stick.
So basically, this guy is kind of famous in England.
On the adverts, he's like this little pepperoni character that
Oh.
is kind of hyperactive and running around.
Does he have does he have like a cartoon voice or something?
Yeah, and it comes with like a layer of plastic.
Yeah, it's
Do you
like,
eat
look
the
at
plastic?
that. I mean,
It's a plastic
Yeah.
plastic.
so the smell is not great.
It's
I
like
just pushed them.
this smells like a Polish hot dog to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell like pepperoni.
But you don't eat the plastic on the outside, I'm assuming. I had no idea it would come like that.
Oh yeah. No, that's almost spot on. To me, it's like a mix of pepperoni and a Polish sausage.
Pretty much.
But like an uncooked Polish sausage.
On the package it says, "Oi, you listen up. Source of protein, gluten-free.
Oh.
There you go.
No
Beechwood
gluten.
smoke."
Because the character's a bit angry. So that's why
Oi,
you need to
Oi.
Right, it's gluten free.
Exactly.
All right, I want to finish this, but we should move on.
I don't like that one.
You don't like it.
I'm not the biggest
I
fan of
really don't like
pepperoni.
it.
I want to be vegan so bad, but I love the taste of meat. So give me recommendations on like good meat alternatives.
Actually, the cocktail sausages, there are vegetarian versions
Are
at the
there?
supermarket, which I might have eaten the whole pack yesterday. So there's none left over, but next time we go, you can try those out.
All right, and I ate the rest, so please someone else talk.
Well, let's do these cheddar
I
bites.
think
Some
mini
other savoury
cheddars.
snacks.
Yeah.
These are a classic.
Yeah,
There's
so
no way you're not liking these.
cheddars, the original cheddars are like full-sized crackers or biscuits. Mini cheddars are eaten like crisps, so people just eat them straight from the bag.
Oh, they're super cute, little round.
They're the
Oh,
Whoa.
it's like legitimately just a cracker. And normally, I feel like if it was branded as cheddar in the U.S., it would typically just be like bright orange.
Yeah,
Right.
like goldfish.
Yes.
So that's what I was imagining
Ah,
these to
but this
taste
smells
like.
like proper cheddar because we have a video where we went to cheddar to try real cheddar cheese, and this smells like that cheese. Again, link up above. Check that out.
These are sweet though. They're not like super cheddary, like
Yeah.
super cheesy, but they're just like
They're
I like
extremely Moorish.
I kind of,
It's
yeah.
quite addictive.
Wait,
Moorish.
Moorish?
Moorish, an English word for kind of addictive.
Yeah, it means you
I
want
need more of it.
Oh.
more.
Oh. Okay. So I actually like this a lot. Again,
They're easy to pop.
so far everything I could eat a ton of
Great
Yeah.
beer snacks. You get
Oh,
these in a
yeah.
bar.
You
afterwards.
can get them.
Run it.
Okay.
Monster Munch.
I'm saving
Yeah.
all these so far.
Here, which one do you want?
So
Flaming?
you want to try? So Monster Munch. These come with different flavors. We've got fiery, roast beef, and pickled onion. Pickled onion is the one that
classic.
you want to be trying
Okay.
more than the
Which
others.
sounds horrible.
And,
That's like the original
and
monster.
I'm just gonna throw in the roast beef or whatever you called it.
This one's
The
roast
roast
beef.
beef.
Roast
This
beef,
one.
just because I feel like something as offensive sounding as roast beef as a crisp, I need to try.
I learned the other day that pickled here doesn't mean like a gherkin pickle, like we would call a dill pickle. It means like kind of like a chutney, pickled vegetables.
It means a lot of things. So you have like
It's been
pickle, like
pickled.
pickled chutney.
Yeah.
And then you also have pickled onions. We have pickled eggs.
Yeah.
It's basically the same
Oh.
as like a pickle to you, like
Right.
soaked in that brine.
But here you call it a pickle, even though
Yeah.
it could be any vegetable.
Yeah.
Well, in
no, it's
theory, you
just
can
like-
pickle any vegetable.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, of
anything
course.
in vinegar.
But I feel
yeah.
like a pickle is very much a cucumber.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So it is
But
very
I would
similar.
say like
Pickled
pickled
onion.
something like pickled.
Okay.
We had this
Okay.
the other day when we had the Plowmans
Yeah.
on the
pickled
same cheddar video, and they had little we call them
mini onions. We call them
Pearl?
silver skin onions.
Yeah, pearl
the
onions, I guess?
onions, I think.
Yeah.
And then those were pickled, and so that's what this is referring to.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
assuming.
the flavor of those crisps.
Oh, it
And
smells
they,
Strong
they
flavour.
cut up your mouth a bit, so be careful on the roof
Oh.
of your mouth.
It's a strong
There's
flavor.
strong vinegar at the beginning, and a weirdly sweet, potentially onion flavor at the end, and
This is
it
really
hurts the roof of your mouth.
Yeah.
These are like kind of the texture of like Cheetos, but a harder version.
Okay. Do anyone else dare to try the roast beef?
I like the roast beef.
I did.
You
I did already.
Oh, off
I had a
camera?
package.
Excuse me? Okay, I have to try this.
They're pretty good, but they do cut up the roof of your mouth like Captain Crunch.
Yes, exactly. Afterwards, you feel like
Kinda
you
hard,
need
like
to
Captain
eat
Crunch.
softly.
In England, we like to put crisps into sandwiches, so if you're going to put it in a sandwich, be very careful to put it the right way because you will cut up your mouth.
Monster Munch roast beef, I cannot recommend. It's like an offensive beef flavor, and then it gets sweet at the end like Captain Crunch.
I don't mind those. These I like the vinegar. This is kind of like a vinegar, like salt and vinegar
yeah,
type, but
definitely.
with an onion flavor.
Yeah, I love those.
So we've tried pretty much all the savory things. I think it's time to move on to
This one I just want to get rid of straight away if possible.
What is that?
This is spotted dick, but this is more of a dessert that deserves custard with it.
You can't
I
have that
don't
without
think
custard.
that we should be allowing this in the snack video, so it's gone.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Good
Well, I kind of need a drink and like to wash out all the savory
Good
stuff
call.
before we start on the sweet. So we have some. Is it Ribena? Ribena?
Ribena.
Right. I think
Ribena.
I would call it Ribena, like as an American.
like my version of doing it in English would be like Ribena.
Yeah, that's a good try.
Ribena.
Ribena.
We got
But
some Ribena. It
you
looks-
have an offensively low amount of water in your glass, which instantly
Sweet.
needs to
Yeah.
be changed.
I filled the glasses not knowing how much water we need in them.
So
you
hold on.
basically want a pretty much full glass because you don't use much of this.
Oh,
It's very
okay.
sparing. 'cause
So it's an
super
additive.
Concentrated. Yeah, it's basically like a blackcurrant juice that's been really concentrated. So you
Okay.
just add it to water to make the water kind of like a blackcurrant juice.
And so something really strange that we don't have in the US is they have a whole section, a whole aisle in their grocery stores of the kind of concentrate, as well, what you call it?
Squash.
Oh,
We call
squash.
it,
I
yeah,
almost call it
squash or
smash.
cordial, depending.
Squash or cordial. So when you go to the grocery store here, do not buy it thinking that it's juice to pour it right in because it looks like that. I, not knowing what it was, would have bought it and then just poured it in a glass and drank it. It is a concentrate.
Actually, I had a horrible experience. I grew up in the States until I was 10 years old, and when I first moved to England, I made that mistake.
Ooh.
I
Yeah.
poured myself a glass of Ribena and drank it and proceeded to spit it out because it was so strong. And I've never really liked it much since, to be honest.
Yes, that
There's
is so
nothing
funny.
really wrong with it, but I think from that experience.
Because
I don't
that
like it.
would be exactly what I would do.
So also I would usually, but for video it's not going to look as good, would put that in first and then add the water
Oh,
in.
okay.
This is
But
controversial because I would always do it afterwards. I judge it on the colour, but not on the amount that I put in.
would you, with a spoon, would you mix it in?
No, because it
Okay.
just does it.
All right. Would you do the honors then?
Well, definitely
Yeah.
somebody has to pour how much because I have no idea how much you would put in.
So, more than a splash. That's a pour.
So, and also
Yeah.
it depends, so you could do less and then it'll be weaker and then
Some people
stronger
like it
and
stronger,
stuff.
some people like it weaker. It depends on.
So for me, I don't know how that's going to mix
So yeah,
in.
it's not super mixed.
I mean,
you can see the water on the top.
you can see the
Yeah.
sugars mixing. Like
I'm getting you a spoon. This is.
All right.
Everyone needs to have the best experience.
Wait, we have a sausage we can stir with.
Gross. Yeah, sure. Why not? Just take a sip. Oh, well.
I'm hoping it's a good
Okay.
strength.
Here I go.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like a taste to tell.
Oh, that's good. It's light, fresh. It is a little syrupy. That could just have to do with the brand.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, well, I mean, it is like probably
like that.
90% sugar. so
Yeah.
it's
So,
going to taste a little sweet.
blackcurrant is a berry.
Yes.
Okay, and I did see that there was
it's a very
other
popular
things.
flavor here.
Yeah, there's like elderflower, and then like elderflower lemon, and like
Those are like
Some
fancy
fruits
ones.
and
So
different
many
type ones.
different
with
and would
fruits.
and would those ones still be? What were the two names you said?
A
Squash.
A squash
Yeah,
And
a
a cordial.
cordial.
and
cordial usually isn't as concentrated as squash,
Okay.
and maybe it's a bit more fancy.
I wouldn't know the
so
difference
you'd
between
pay a
the two.
little
I
bit
would
more.
assume they're the same.
You know, is it Belvoir? I think they do it. They're kind of expensive. It's like 2 or 3 times the price of a normal squash.
okay. Well, I do
I like it.
that.
Yeah,
I do like that.
I think it's fun. We have like concentrate, but they're frozen for juices and stuff, and then you would add. But like all of their squash is not frozen. It's just in
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
a jar like that.
We have one here. It's called wine gummies.
So you've never tried
never tried wine gummies. And
They're
here's the
wine
thing.
gums.
gummies? No, the wine gums.
gummies.
Oh, excuse me.
You would not see a self-respecting Brit say gummies.
Wine gums. Wine gums. Wine gums.
They look gummy.
It's a gummy.
Yeah, but smell them. Do they smell like wine? So each one of these are a
Oh,
different
yeah.
type of wine, like Chardonnay or port. And I've seen these quite often. Do you have
Is
Chardonnay?
this true?
Ford?
I don't think any
I
of
think
this
they're
is
just
true.
fruit flavored.
Yeah.
No, Ford. What?
It says claret on here.
They're all wine flavored. That's why they're called
What?
wine gummies, because they're flavored like wine.
This is
This
blowing
is,
my
this
mind.
is brand new information to every Brit out there. There's no way anyone knows this.
They're supposed to be
What?
wine flavored.
No.
That's why they're called wine gums.
Sherry.
Yeah, see?
What?
What is this madness?
This one just tastes like grape to me.
Colorant.
I'm wondering if that's just like the matching the colours. I don't think the flavour actually.
It's not the
is alcohol.
flavours for sure.
Oh yeah, it doesn't
But-
taste like wine. Well,
But these
maybe
are just
it does.
people have these a lot on like car journeys. Like there's many ways you can eat these, but car journeys
Yeah.
eating wine.
Okay,
gums
so
is
to be fair, there's not a hint of alcohol essence or anything. It doesn't taste like a wine to me. It just tastes like fruits, in air quotes.
Mine tastes
Yeah.
like wine, I feel like.
because you're thinking it's going to taste.
Yeah,
like
maybe.
Placebo. Okay, those are good, but they're not wine flavored.
I really like the texture of these gummies, actually. They're really delicious. They're kind
Now-
of soft.
They're a bit
Ashley will pick
harder
out.
than,
So we have one of these.
like gummy bears or something, aren't they? They're a little bit more solid.
Chewy.
Yeah.
Now this one, I have heard the name of this one before, but I have no idea what it is or why it's called a curly whirly.
But once you get inside, you'll
You'll
find out
know.
why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
This is something you traditionally get in your stocking at Christmas, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like Cadbury's
What?
does kind of a selection box at Christmas, and there's always curly whirlies in there.
I did not expect that.
Oh, look how
Kind of
curly and
curly
whirly
and
it is.
How do these not break?
I mean,
Like
right?
in transport.
Once you bite, you'll know why.
You'll know why.
Oh, okay. Well, I went to go break a piece off, and yeah. All right, have a bite.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like a nougat.
No, it's like caramel.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I
It's like
said.
caramel.
Caramel.
Okay, so yeah, it's like a caramel roll covered in chocolate.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
description.
milk chocolate with caramel.
I've never met anyone that would say that that's their favourite, but I've also not met
No.
many people that don't like a curly whirly.
Well,
Yeah.
curly whirly is a good. It's like it could be a candy bar in the U.S. easily.
There's really chewy caramel in it.
Did you want some?
I'll have it, right?
It's very inoffensive. It's
Yeah.
not that exciting, but there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with it. It's nice.
We're down to our last two.
This was our
Oh.
suggestion from the sweet little boys that were helping us out at the grocery store, non-creepily. I'm gonna grab a raspberry one. Oh, here's a Coke one. You want to try
I'll
Coke?
try the Coke flavored one. So this just
Orange.
looks like it's a chewy type snack. Maybe a toffee.
I've never seen a Coke flavoured one. Only
not
the
mine.
fruit flavoured ones.
Okay.
So just bear that in mind.
So there's
I will go with that
raspberry,
one.
orange, lemon. There was only one strawberry in this pack, and then a
Jeez.
Coke.
Raspberry's the winner.
The
It's a bit
winner.
weird that the Coke one's white.
I mean,
I
yeah.
think they're all maybe.
Oh, yeah, they are quite pale, aren't they?
Ooh, this has that tanginess, almost fizzy flavor of a candy
Okay.
Coke,
There's more in
Nice.
there.
and it's very chewy.
Oh yeah, this one's white as well. If
Do
you
you
had
want
these
to try
together,
Coke?
you wouldn't know the difference.
Does anyone want the other end? No.
Never Coke flavoured things.
Okay.
Oh, I like the Coke flavor ones.
Wanna try?
But this raspberry is good.
I'll trade you.
I felt my jaw hurts just
Oh,
watching
this
you eat them
smells
because
like-
it's one of those things that the more you eat, the more your jaw is like.
It's really chewy. It reminds me of Mambas. It's the candy that we have. Mamba. It like comes together and then they're kind of like Starbursts on the inside.
Or airheads. You know airheads?
Yeah, but a different texture from Airheads. Airheads get like kind of like crumbly on
So
the
this
inside.
reminds me of Laffy Taffy, which we have in the U.S.
Ah, yes, I've had that before.
But this is a bit thicker and harder to chew. I like that. Did you not like the Coke?
I haven't tried it yet because I'm still chewing on the raspberry and I don't want to mix.
Moving on.
Last but not least,
Definitely.
these are ones that we've tried before. We actually have already eaten 4 of these. This pack of 8 is only a pack of 4 now. But these are so delicious. They are caramel wafer biscuits. And these are not from the UK. They're actually, or not from England. They're actually from Scotland. But on the package, it says that there are more than 6 million of these biscuits made and sold every week. And I can see why, because they're absolutely delicious. When you get them in this pack, they're all individually wrapped like little presents. And then when you open them up, they are wafer and chocolate and caramel, just the perfect mix of chewiness and crunchiness.
Get on
Very
with
much.
it.
It is.
Get on.
These are the best. And when we came back, this was the first thing that I wanted to buy.
So Ashley's in love with this.
Yes, they're amazing.
It's good.
Yeah. You
Try
don't like it as
But eat
much?
it on camera. This video is like how long?
Oh my gosh.
These are definitely one of my favorites, for sure.
Wafer, caramel, chocolate. You can't get any better than this.
I better eat some of it as
Wait,
well.
we have one more actually.
Oh,
There's more?
Mystery.
interesting.
So yeah, flaky wafer covered in caramel and chocolate. It's good.
On our live stream the other day, we had a viewer that strongly suggested we try Viennetta. I couldn't remember the name, and I was like, there's this ice cream we're supposed to try. And Alex immediately knew what the ice cream was.
Everyone loves a Vienna.
Yeah, everyone has had this, and especially in the past, like probably 10, 20 years, it's probably seen better days. Maybe you'll disagree, but just from my experience, this is quite an old thing.
Whoa.
Yeah, like this is the sort of thing my grandparents always have in the freezer.
What is that?
It's so beautiful.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Aw.
And so they have multiple flavors, right? Or just 2?
Yeah, my personal favorite is the mint one. So it's exactly the same, but they also have layers of mint ice cream.
And it makes it very easy to cut the way that it's
Because it
sort of
has
sectioned
layers.
off.
Yeah, so instead of scooping this ice cream, you cut slices of it off, basically. It would probably be a great ice cream
Should we
sandwich.
not have plates or something? Or is this a finger food?
It's definitely not a finger food.
Definitely not finger food. But maybe for the video it is.
Everybody's gonna get
We're eating this
food.
wrong, but... oh.
It has like chocolate chunks in the middle of it, which is so nice, and just layers of texture.
It's so cold.
I know. I don't think I want to.
I have very sensitive teeth, I couldn't do that.
I don't know how you just did that.
I mean, we can get plates. We do have them.
They're just over there.
It's really creamy and delicious.
Okay, so to go against what Ashley just said, it is very creamy. I don't know about delicious though.
You don't like it?
It tastes like whipped cream
Yeah.
mixed with ice cream, but there is chocolate flakes in there which are good. It's just I'm not a fan of that sort of texture, which is like a very whipped ice cream. It's very airy.
I know what you mean.
It's very creamy, like whipped cream.
And it coats my gums in my mouth with like a film, which I'm
Okay.
not a fan of.
That's true. The chocolate does like coat the inside of your mouth.
For me, my favorite part is those super thin layers of almost like crispy little bits of chocolate.
Chocolate,
which
yeah.
is-
Yeah, that was
You
probably...
don't get
Yeah.
that, like the condensed amount of those in most ice creams.
And I guess it's not really a snack; it's more of a dessert. But you know,
Yeah, it's something that you guys
special
have
request.
here.
Which, considering I just threw the other dessert away.
Maybe we'll have that later.
Well, Layman, I hope we encouraged you to get out and travel today. I hope you enjoyed this snack video. We have so many snacks to enjoy now this afternoon while we hopefully play games or something. Yeah, we will see you in the next video. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks to Travel Beans for hanging out with us.
no problem.
Definitely go check out their channel. We actually tried a bunch of different biscuits on their channel, or cookies. And chose like some of the best ones here in England. So definitely check them out. We'll leave the link below. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye. Peace out.
And I just slapped.
A huge shout out to all of our patrons who helped make this video possible. If you want to follow more, go to Instagram at WayAwayMag. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to check out our second channel, Way More, if you want to see way more from us.